Hello everyone! Oh my gosh, I am so excited to show you guys this. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right in. That's how excited I am. Alright, so let's see if the camera will zoom. It's not gonna zoom. I don't know how well you can see, but there are two perforated lines here. So one here and watch this. Alright, so it says, I remembered and thought, ... Gonna kind of pull it a little bit, hold it down, hold the sides down. Oh, check it out! How cool is that? And the inside says, I remembered and thought, happy birthday. I didn't actually mean to... I did not actually mean... Oh, wow. Okay, so I did not mean to stamp that there. I meant for it to be here and then just... Actually, I had another portion of something to stamp there, I thought, but I changed my mind. So anyways, it's just supposed to say happy birthday, but you get the idea. The cool part is that it's a little tear kind of pull away tab thing, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this. And never mind the blooper with the double stamp. But I'm going to show you the way it should be, and we're all going to have fun. Alright, so I'm going to show you the bits and pieces. You're going to take some Modern Medley pieces and you're going to cut them. You're going to do 3 different designs. So you're going to cut them to 1.5 by 4, and then you're going to cut them diagonally from one corner to the other. So you've got 3 designs like this, and they're all cut from corner to corner, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. You're going to take your piece, and hopefully you can see this. You're going to line one corner up to the divot in the cutting pad and the other corner up to the divot. So you're going to line both corners up to the divot. There we go. Alright, and then just cut from corner to corner and you'll have that. Okay, so you want to do that to all 3 of your pieces, which again are 1.5 inches by 4 inches. So that you've got these. Another piece that you need is basic black, and this is cut at 1 1/8 by 4. You'll need another piece of basic black cut at 3.5 by 4 1/4. You're going to need 2 strips of basic black taffeta ribbon, and let's see, one of them, I think both of them are about the same length. I cut mine at about 6 3/4 inches long, and you'll see how we're going to use those in a moment. You're going to need a piece of real red cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Piece of Very Vanilla cut at 1/2 by 3.5 inches. Another piece cut at 7/8 by 3 3/4. Another piece cut at 3 1/4 by 4. And another piece, which is your base card, cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing this sort of, I'm forgetting what this is called, but it's basically kind of, to me, it's like a sun ray. You can also do this, I've shown it in the past, using ink and, what is that? Ink and a, either a sponge dauber or, I believe when I showed it I didn't have sponge dauber, so I think I used a Stampin' Sponge. Alright, so you're going to pick how you want your design. So you're going to take these pieces, all of these pieces, and you're going to kind of line them up the way you want them. I believe that's how I wanted mine lined up. And I've just put adhesive along all 4 edges, so just like that should hold it perfectly. And you're going to take your center piece, which is this one for me, and you're going to work with that one first. You want to pick your center of this piece, which will be at 2 inches. So for me, right now, because I've got it set up between 4 and 8, the center of it is 6. And you're going to just line your piece up at the point on the bottom to, oops, up that line. Alright, then you're going to take your next piece and just line it up right next to it. Then you're going to take that basic black piece, which measures 1 1/8 by 4, and you're just going to put some adhesive on the back of it. Alright, then you can take and flip your piece over and just start trimming all of these pieces off. Okay. Alright, so your piece will look like this. Okay, and next thing I'm going to do is work on this piece. This is the fun piece. This is the piece that we are going to just have so much fun with. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to use is my perforating rotary blade with my rotary edition. It's like this. Again, I showed you before. I did a video. Let's see, did I do? Yeah, I used the perforating one in yesterday's video. So the blade goes in here, and they are interchangeable. So you would just pop it out and pop a new one in. Click it in and make sure it's secure. Alright, so I'm actually going to work from the bottom. Alright, so with this piece, you're going to perforate on both sides at 1/4 inch in. Alright, and as I showed you yesterday, the 1/4 inch line is the first line past the cutting pad. Alright, so just for further instruction on that, go ahead and check out yesterday's video if you haven't already seen it. And I've shown you that before. So you're just going to line the edge up with, and I like to go from here, from this side, for whatever reason with smaller pieces. It doesn't really matter which one you choose, so you can go with the 1/4 inch mark on this side if you want to. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing it because that's the way I do things. Alright, and you're just going to hold the arm tight and push. For the perforating blade, I like to push down pretty tight on this, pretty hard on this, because I feel like it gives a better perforation, and for this, since it's a tearaway, you do want a good perforation. So you're just going to run it. Alright, and then spin it over, line it up again to that 1/4 inch line, and catch the other side. I think I got it. Okay, good. Looks good. Alright. Then you're going to take your envelope punch board, or if you want, you can take your corner rounder punch. Doesn't matter which one you prefer, but I prefer my envelope punch board. And you're just going to punch 2 corners of one end. 1, 2. Just like that. Okay, and I'm using my crocodile. I'm going to use the smaller hole, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and figure out where I want my hole. I'm going to take my Real Red and my I Remembered and Thought stamp, and this is the stamp from the Remembering Your Birthday stamp set. Which looks like that. Perfect. Love it. Alright, keeping your Real Red out, you're going to take your 1/2 by 3.5 inch piece, and I'm using the Happy Birthday from the Create a Cupcake set, and it looks like this. This is the Happy Birthday from that set. Pretty good. You're going to take a strip of the basic black taffeta ribbon, and I like to fold mine in half, and this is quite a bit longer than it needs to be. You're going to pull your ribbon through. You pull it through like this, and then you're just going to grab your tails through the other side, through the loop. and just pull it tight. This is definitely longer than it needed to be, but I wanted to make sure I had plenty of leeway. So I'm just going to trim it. There we go. How cute is that? So cute. Getting so excited. Alright, I'm going to take some sticky strip and put along the edges, both just on the parts that are going to stay on the card. And one thing you want to do to kind of help the recipient is to just sort of give it a little bit of a tear so that they see that it does tear. So I would just take it and tear it up just a little bit. Okay, so that it's just, you can tell, hopefully they can tell. And if not, I would just tell them anyways. You're probably going to get in touch with them on their birthday. So you might want to say, hey, by the way, in case you didn't notice, if you grab it, you can grab that ribbon, you can pull it off. You just might want to let them know. So then the next thing you're going to do is adhere this down. Just center it out as best you can. Alright. There you go. That part's done. How exciting! Okay, so then you're going to take some dimensionals and put it on the back of this. Alright, so this piece, I scored it at 2 inches because it's 4 inches in width, so the half mark is 2 inches, and I've shown you this in the past. The reason I scored it is to line up this piece of basic black taffeta ribbon. So I put 2 little strips of sticky strip on the back. Alright, and last but not least, we're going to bling it out just a little bit. So I'm going to take the large basic pearls, 2 of them, and then I'm going to take the regular sized basic pearls, and I'm going to use 2 of these. There you go. That's it. Pretty simple and so cool. I just love this little perforation. I love that you can tear it away for a little surprise on the inside. I didn't complete the inside yet because I just did this late yesterday. Not late last night, but just late yesterday. I was having the hardest time finding inspiration, and then suddenly it just hit me. So that's it. I hope you all enjoy it. Until next time, happy stamping!